Hello, I'm Ariel Wengroff. We are just at the beginning of how crypto is changing the world. There's so much to learn, so let's go find out more about it together. Are you ready to come with me further down the rabbit hole? Hi everyone, welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. Every week we'll come together to explore the world of crypto, and today we are back at Le Foundry. And by the way, the amazing piece of art that you're seeing behind me is actually by the digital, stunning French artist P-Boy. We're so happy to be here. And every time, as you know, we're going to be exploring this new world, talking to people deeply involved or newer folks figuring it out, like me. And today we will go to Nigeria, which has established itself as a giant in the digital art and NFT space, and talk with a couple, Kathleen Ters of NFTs. Ambrine Mdida and Gregory Roudier went to Lagos to meet the actors of this booming industry. They spent time with one of the biggest collectors of the country, Michael Ugwu, a businessman and grant who wants Nigerian artists to thrive worldwide. So now we're going to watch this story in Nigeria.
If there's one city that never stops, it's Lagos. It's Africa's largest megacity with 20 million citizens. It's quickly seized an opportunity. Nigeria's become the third largest user of cryptocurrencies in the world, after Russia and the United States. Recently, the country's been going through an artistic revolution. It's now one of the cradles of NFTs. Something that's put a smile on Osinachi's face. He's one of the world's best-known crypto artists.
I'm Osinachi. I'm 30 years old. I'm also Africa's foremost crypto artist.
Osinachi is one of the pioneers of NFTs. He started creating his digital works in 2017.
There is this piece called A Beautiful Storm. Another one that was quite popular is this one titled Choose the Man You Will Become. It's made in the form of a barbershop poster. It goes beyond the idea of a barber poster. It now represents choices that we make as human beings in life. Any other artist can decide to use whatever software that works for them. For some, it's Photoshop. I work with Microsoft Word. That is what I make my art with. And there's a lot of limitations with Microsoft Word because it's not meant to be used for art. Everything here, I can either group or move around, and I put everything together, compose everything as I want, and I get to export as PNG or JPEG. I was still in secondary school when my dad introduced me to the internet. In those days, you had to go to a cyber cafe because you can't afford a computer at home. He took me to the cyber cafe, opened my first email, and just showed me a few things. And then I kept doing it, I kept going. And I think it was the love for the computer that made me stick to the love for creating art.
His pieces are sold for thousands of dollars to collectors all around the world. In Lagos, one person saw Osinachi's talent straight away and bought several of his creations.
My name is Michael Ugwu, and I am an investor and entrepreneur.
He's also passionate about NFTs. His love of digital works is displayed on all the walls of his building. Yep, he has his own building. Even in his studio with the artists he produces, he can't stop talking about NFTs.
So as Ambrine, the production company, they're doing something on NFTs. You know, I'm into blockchain.
I need to come for a tutorial.
I swear.
I mean, I do crypto, but that's kind of where I stop.
Okay.
But I see you going heavy
Same
on
family.
the.
I am. I won't lie.
I just see you be talking. You make me feel so ignorant.
No. We're still
like
early.
I told you guys to get in on this. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
There are a couple of guys who are doing some things. I don't know if you heard of Osinachi. He's like probably the biggest crypto artist. I mean, his pieces now, like biggest crypto artist out of Africa, his pieces now go for like $50,000, $90,000.
Those amounts don't frighten the businessman.
I sleep eat and breathe NFTs. I have a pretty interesting collection.
In less than a year, he's become the owner of more than 400 NFTs.
This is a piece from Osinachi. Ferocious was one of the first artists that I bought. Her works can cost anything from, $500,000 and up. I've been fortunate to have got some things, at great prices. These cost like 0.2 ETH. When they sold,
that's $614.
So right now, it may be valued about 50, 60 ETH.
Between $153,000 and $184,000.
This is a curio card. The cheapest curio card I believe available is about 4.6 ETH, which is about $16,000. I bought it for a lot less than this, but right now, I just wish I bought more, like everybody else.
And do you have an idea of your collection's worth?
No, I wouldn't be able to say. I have an idea, but to me, it's priceless. This is fine art. I've been to the Louvre, I've seen the Mona Lisa, and I'm like, it's a lady who looks a bit angry. The time when I first buying NFTs, I was like, okay, fine. If I'm early to this space, and we can still have the Van Goghs and the Monets and the Cézannes come out in this day and age on this ecosystem, let me try and find those guys.
What if one day these digital Van Goghs were featured in Nigerian museums? What if NFTs were to be found next to paintings and sculptures?
I think I like this piece.
The idea is slowly taking off.
My name's Oyindamola Fakir. I'm an experiential art curator and a learning and participation producer. Contemporary art is always going to be innovating. I mean, let's look at Banksy. When Banksy was spray painting walls and he became like this huge artist, people were like, what the heck? When Duchamp was putting toilets in galleries, people were like, what's going on here? Why I like crypto is because the starting point is, almost the same for everyone. There are not that many commercial galleries representing artists, so it gives them an opportunity to represent themselves and to showcase and to make money.
Osinachi is an example of this type of success story. Today, he can even afford to pay to avoid crossing a puddle.
Just across this water, how much you go collect? I'll give you 300.
He comes from a modest family and never thought he would one day live in one of Lagos's most expensive neighborhoods.
This is Lekki Phase 2, which is mostly developing. You have new houses that are coming up, that are being built. It's seen as the, what is this word? Is it upscale region of Lagos State? So they believe it's for the wealthy, which is true. To buy a house here, you have to have good money in your account.
He says he owes his fortune to one thing.
Yeah, thanks to crypto art, I can do it, right? So yeah, that's it. Let me take this call. Nah, for.
I don't want anyone to take it away that it's a get-rich-quick scheme. If your artwork isn't strong, if there's not much thought in your work, you're still going to face the same challenges.
NFTs are all the rage across Nigeria.
That's something that they talk about, in NFT space a lot. Like, would you rather buy a Ferrari or would you rather buy a CryptoPunk? I'd buy a CryptoPunk.
Michael Ugu is a trailblazer in Lagos. Today, he's been invited to Nigeria's very first conference entirely devoted to crypto art. The event's all the more remarkable because the Nigerian central bank has banned cryptocurrency transactions. Rather than putting Nigerian collectors off, more and more people want a share of the booming NFT market. August saw $3 billion of NFT sales worldwide, a 10-fold increase in just a month.
How's it going?
Cool. My name is Chutai. We want to make sure that Nigerians and Africans generally don't miss out on the opportunities that blockchain technology offers. And we're focusing on NFT. And as you know, Africa is very rich in culture and creativity. So all of these can be a unique opportunity for us to rewrite our story as Africans, okay? So if we can unlock the wealth that we have in residual form through NFTs, then we don't need to be begging for aid from Western nations,
It's important we tell our stories. I don't think it's heard enough, and I don't think people understand the average African and how the average African lives, and I think that there's a big opportunity there, and I want to be part of that. So I'll do my part. I'll try to do my part as long as God gives me the energy and the strength.
And that was the deep dive. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. We went to Lagos together, learned why everyone's obsessed with Axie Infinity, and we were able to talk to the couple where we don't know if they're gonna make it or break it on the blockchain with Tezos. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and join next week because you don't know what's gonna happen down the rabbit hole.